Welcome to Math TV with Professor V. Here is your integral of the day. And no, you're not imagining things. I just did this integral a couple days ago. So why am I redoing it? Because a few days ago, I solved this integral via trig sub and then U sub. And I did that method because it came from the homework section where you were supposed to be practicing your trig sub. But several of you noticed you could evaluate this integral by U sub alone. Why is that? Well, notice we have x raised to the first degree outside the radical, and under the radical we have 1 minus 4x squared. So if I let this quantity be u, all of it, the 1 and everything, you know what I mean? du is going to be 1 degree lower, which would involve some constants times x to the first, which is exactly what I have sitting out here. So for this particular integral, u sub alone will work. You don't have to do the trig sub. If this x was raised to a different power though, then the u sub most likely wouldn't work, okay? So that's why trig sub is a little bit more versatile of a technique, but not always the most efficient, as you'll see right now. It's gonna just be a quick, cute little integral. So like I was alluding to, we're gonna go ahead and let u be 1 minus 4x squared. du is then derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of negative 4x squared is negative 8x dx. And then I always encourage my students, draw your little kidney bean. There it is, x dx. So that's what I want on the right-hand side there. So negative 1/8 du is x dx. Beautiful. And then let's go ahead, let's switch our limits of integration while we're at it. So u of 0, the lower limit, that's 1 minus 4 times 0 squared, so that's 1. And then u of a half is 1 minus 4 times 1/2 squared is 1/4. So this is 1 minus 1, which is 0. All right, let's rewrite our new integral, all in terms of u. I'm going to put the negative 1/8 outside. Our new limits go from 1 to 0, and then x dx, that was just my negative 1/8 du, and then I have square root of u. Shall I color code for you? Yes, Professor V. Okay, so that's u right there. And then x dx altogether, that's my negative 1/8 du. Okay, I just always like putting the constants outside. And then we switched our limits of integration like so. Okay, so to proceed, ooh, aren't you just dying to make that a positive 1/8? Flip this 0 to 1, and then this is just u to the 1/2 du. Oh, and then we're home free. 1/8, add 1 to the exponent. So 1/2 plus 1 is 3/2. You divide by the new exponent, which is same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we got a 2/3 out front, and this gets evaluated from 0 to 1. You don't need to involve these guys when evaluating from 0 to 1. You know what I mean? Leave them outside. So 1/8 times 2/3, that's going to be 1/12 times 1 to the 3/2 minus 0 to the 3/2. Well, that's just 1. So we end up with 1/12. And that was much easier, more straightforward. You had to do U sub anyways with the other solution technique, so why not just do U sub? So it's a good reminder because sometimes one technique will jump out at you, but it's not necessarily the most efficient. As long as you apply the rules correctly, it will work out in the end. But if you're in some sort of time situation, like an exam, that could be a little detrimental if it eats up exam time and you can't adequately finish the other problems on the test, you know? So how to stop yourself from maybe going down a path that is inefficient, just more practice. And then I would run through a checklist in my mind when I pick which integration technique, starting from like the least invasive to the most invasive. So what I mean by that is in your head, the first item should be U sub. You know what I mean? Because you learned that as a Calc 1 student. Then if U sub isn't going to work, you can go and say, all right, is it by parts time? Is it trig sub? Is it partial fraction? Is it, and then pick a method that has, you know, a little more difficulty, a little more finesse to it, but that would be appropriate. And like I mentioned again, recognizing the fact that this is 1 degree lower, this x sitting outside than what was inside the Radical is what allows us to do the u-sub, okay? And this could have been an x cubed, and if this was x squared, again, the u-sub would be fine. But it's just recognizing that, okay? So just keep practicing, keep up the great work. Comment down below, let me know if you spotted that you could just u-sub right away or how you were feeling about things. Anyways, I have classes starting tomorrow. I'm so excited. And I hope you guys all have a great fall semester. For those of you who are going to be taking math, don't forget to like and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok or join my Patreon at Math TV with Professor V. Bye, guys.